Yo, what's up, guys? SchizoManic here to bring you another.
Ain't this some shit?
What?
Ain't this some shit?
What?
Don't you what me like you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about?
Oh God.
You were about to do another video without doing the
God.
review. You've had ample opportunities
Oh,
to do this
God.
review, and you continue to procrastinate. You had the Crunchyroll subscription the entire time. You were doing episode reviews for the show as it was airing, which was about a year's worth of material, and yet you still refuse to review the goddamn anime. And no, let's not forget, you actually made an anime specific channel.
Yeah.
And you have yet to review anything new on your anime specific channel.
I get it.
I don't even know why people fucking watch you.
I get it! Yo, what's up, guys? SchizoManic here to bring you my review of Durarara. Why is it called Durarara? Because the author said it could be called Durarara. Actually, that's legit his reasoning. People like to think that there's some type of existential meaning into that. No, he just felt like calling it that. There is no relevance between the title and the actual premise of the series.
So what's the premise of the show?
Well, the premise is that we're in the town of Ikebukuro and we're dealing with the things that happen within the city with people.
You know, that's kind of vague considering this is a review and I'm asking you for the premise of the show.
Well, that's partially because half of the fun of the series, in my opinion, is just watching it and figuring out what's going on. So to say something about the real characters and plot, it kind of takes away from the enjoyment of the series.
But this is a review.
Well, I guess if I could get a little bit deeper about it, the main story starts off with your main character, Mikado Ragumine, traveling to the city of Ikebukuro. He's meeting up with a friend, Masao Mikita, and strange things are happening in the city, and you're meeting different types of people, and life is very unpredictable.
You know, some would argue that that's just a cop-out so you don't have to actually do it.
Well, you kind of have to understand where I'm coming from when I watched the series. When I watched the series originally, I blind bought the DVDs from Aniplex, which I do not recommend anyone do, because for one, it's expensive as hell, and I know most people don't have that kind of money, and two, you can watch the entire series on Crunchyroll English or in Japanese anyway, so there's no reason to do that. Anyways, so I bought the DVDs as a blind buy, and I was buying them in the 3 sets they're in, which is the 9 episodes a piece set. One of the joys of watching it the way I did, blind, is that I was being introduced to the characters all over the place, but I was also dealing with their plots, and so it was interesting to see what kind of person I was dealing with while they're dealing with their situations in their own lives, and seeing how everything is slowly but surely connects together. Because to me, that's kind of what Durarara is. It's a show in which the main purpose and message it's trying to convey to you is that everybody's connected to somebody, and you'll be surprised how certain events will affect the same people who experience the event in completely different ways, and how everybody, you might see their face at school, you might see their face in a shop, you might see their face at home, but you don't necessarily know them. And there are so many walls you have to tear down to really become friends with an individual. There's a lot of different things going on. You know, some people are just trying to deal with acceptance of not only people that they don't know and trying to make friends, but with themselves, because there are aspects of themselves they don't like. It's that kind of stuff that makes things interesting. You know, that's what makes the show cool, is that you have all these different characters who have all these different personality types and quirks, but for some reason, some of them can get along with some and some can't. It's the interesting dynamic and relationships that makes the show worth watching, because some of these characters are not the same as when they start as when they end. Now, the series has about a little bit over 60 episodes. I would say probably like 65, 66. And it's a little bit longer than what a normal 2-season anime is, because the first season, although it's like around 26, 27 episodes, the second season is like in its 39 episodes or so, because it was split up into 3 parts with 13 episodes apiece. Durarara is also made by the same creator who does the show Bakano. Now, from a lot of people and a lot of anime fans will tell you that Bakano is considered the better series, but for some reason I found Durarara was more approachable because it just had more of a modern edge to it. Now, that's not taken away from Bakano. It's just that Durarara, to me, kind of grabbed me from the first episode more than Bakano did. Everyone's different. Every anime fans have different tastes. So most of you might like Bakano more. But for me, Durarara's modern edge is what made it appealing. Durarara's biggest strengths is that it does not feel the need to tell you every single thing. It wants you to kind of guess and figure it out. And it makes the show fun to analyze, even though when it's revealed, you may or may not be happy with the result. Now, the problem I would say that the show runs into the most is that near the second season, or especially in the second season, although the second season is where things gets more interesting because you're introduced to, you already know the main cast, so you're just dealing with them dealing with new problems. You're also dealing with new characters, and while you have all this stuff going on with the plot and with the old characters and the new characters, some characters kind of get left in the dust, and some plot lines, although are resolved, aren't resolved either in a satisfying or understandable way, in which case sometimes leaving you disappointed. Now, even with these flaws, I would say Durarara is a good show because it's a show that constantly keeps you guessing. To me, the biggest insult to this show is to go and spoil yourself on it, because it's those interactions and seeing how these characters change through their interactions as the show goes on. It's like one of the best joys of the series, on top of just, because, you know, obviously we got various different plot lines going on. It's not like you're doing this long one story throughout the entire series, because every character has their own story, which is another point of Durarara. Every character has their own story, and everyone else is a side character in your own story. You know, Mikado has his story, everybody else is a side character. Honori has her story, everyone else is a side character. Masaomi has his story, everyone else is a side character. We all have our stories. It's just, you gotta see if your name's in the credits. So, I hope this made sense. I hope you understand why I don't want to say as much as I probably should about Durarara. And I hope you enjoy this review. I definitely recommend you watch it. As I said before, you can watch the entire series in English or in Japanese on Crunchyroll.com. Because the show's already done, you can watch it for free. If you want, you can sign up for it. It's only about $6 a month. It's pretty cheap. You get full HD, and which I guess that would mean more for the second season than the first season, considering the second season is newer. All in all, I would probably say this show, to me, this show is worth watching, but that's up to you to be the judge of it. I say at least give it a few episodes to kind of get going, because of the way Durarara's structure is. It's not insanely direct, meaning you kind of don't understand the whole end game, but that's part of the fun. That's how life is. Life doesn't have a direct end game. Life just kind of happens and you just roll with the punches.
And it better not take you another 6 fucking years to review another anime.
Yes, I know.
I don't think you fucking do know. I'll bring weapons next time.
What weapons?
You don't know what the fuck I got. Don't worry about it.
What the fuck? Life's a game. Play to win. I'll catch you guys later. Peace off.